YouTube Nation, Main Event TV, aka Me TV, aka one of one. That's right. And I tried to tell y'all. I really tried to tell y'all. I knew that this was going to happen. I've been warning you. Now it's here. For those who do not know, all right, let's get into it. All right, Microsoft. Microsoft has raised their prices for some God knows reason why, other than to try and mess with the market, all right? We know that Nintendo already raised their prices, which would start a standard. We knew that. And then Sony came along and raised their prices for their PlayStation 5. Now we're seeing Microsoft raise their price for the Xbox. That's what we're seeing now. Now, I'm telling you now, right now, the systems are going up when, as we talked about before, a 5-year-old system, 6-year-old system should be going down in price. But no, those days are over as far as I'm concerned. Now they're going up in price, and the games are going to go up in price. We already saw Nintendo say $80, $90, $70, from the $70 to $90 mark. That's where we're at now, all right? So guess what? Sony is already, as we know, trying to charge $70 for a game. Their prices are going to go up. Microsoft, their prices are going to go up. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they raised the price of Game Pass as well. I would not be surprised. So it goes to show you people that this thing really happens. So yes, you can blame Nintendo for starting this, blame Sony for following suit, and blame Microsoft for also following this trend. All three of them, the big three, right now have no interest in what you want. They don't care how you feel. They're not trying to make this affordable for families. They don't care. They are playing class warfare. That's what they're doing. I'm letting you know that now. So if you don't have the money, guess what? You're assed out. That's what it is. I've seen people on Twitter already say, look, man, this is getting too expensive for me. I got to stop gaming for a while. You know, some people are just saying, just like me, I'm saying, hey, I'm going in my backlog. I don't need, you know what I mean? I don't need, if those who follow me on Twitter, you know, I'm gathering up Switch games, RPGs, and stuff like that, and I still have a huge backlog for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1. Like, I have a huge backlog. So, like, I can go back and I can, you know, play those games. So, it goes to show you that as long as you try and protect yourself from this from happening, some people say it's going to be a game crash. I would not be surprised, but I don't think it's going to happen. You have to understand that this is something you should prepare yourself for, and it's only going to get worse. I'm letting you know that now. But we have some news, because some people stole a Nintendo Switch 2 from the factory. So let's see what that looks like. So as we can see from the footage, there's not really much to take away, but we know that the Joy-Cons seems very easy to put back on the Switch. Unlike the Switch 1, where you have to make sure that it lines up and everything, and sometimes it doesn't catch, this one seems to, really catch really quickly. So, I mean, that's all we can get from that footage, because we can't see anything graphically on the screen. Now, I want to say this now, there is a rumor that Nintendo are going to bring themed wallpaper to the Switch 2. You know, like the PlayStation did a long time ago. Like Xbox has done a long time ago. Like, do y'all understand what's going on now? Do y'all? Nintendo is still trying to play catch up from years ago. That's what's happening right now. So Nintendo, I don't know what you're on, but get off it. Get off it. Whatever drugs that you're on, you need to catch up with reality. And high pricing a game, I mean, the games in general, yeah, I know. But the system that high, and people were like, That's not that bad. Yes, it is that bad because they're supposed to be family first and being affordable and being accessible. Like I said, these games, these systems are not accessible anymore. They're pricing themselves out. So as far as I'm concerned, this is not going to work. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen the pre-orders for the Nintendo, and it's sold out. I get it. It's sold out, but it's a bad precedent to set. It just is. I don't understand why Nintendo is so far behind, but people are willing to pay a price for something that's already been done. And they're going to call it next gen. It's not next gen. It's something we've seen before. It's something we've already done. Hell, I got the Final Fantasy VII theme on my on my PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Goes to show you, we already have it. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with the Switch, but I want to move on. We got to move on to EA and their fucking bullshit. I swear to God, they're bullshit. Look, for those who do not know, EA, I'm going to pull this up. Fucking EA. You've got to be kidding me. EA is laying off between 300 and 400 staff, including 100 at Respawn. Now, Respawn was working on a Titanfall extraction shooter, which has now been canceled. EA. Fucking EA. Oh my God. EA. EA. Now, look, I will say, look, now, y'all know, if y'all go back to videos from years ago, I am not a fan of Titanfall. I'm not, okay? But I understand people who are fans of Titanfall, okay? So you want to be happy for them that they were getting another game, all right? Because it's been very long before, since they had a Titanfall game. So to make it an extraction shooter, I'm not understanding this because it seems like that's the trend now. Extraction shooters. We've seen one game already do it, and they're going to fail miserably. And I'll show you why they're going to fail miserably today. I'll show you why. All right? But this is something that I have to say is ridiculous. It's almost like it's trend where someone just wrote on a whiteboard, was like, we're going to make an extraction shooter. And then every company got the memo. It was like, yeah, we'll make an extraction shooter too. And we're going to make this, you know what I mean? They almost did it with multiplayer co-op, a couple years ago, where it was like, oh, we're going to make co-op games. It's like, okay, that's cool. But then they only made 3-player co-op games and not 4-player co-op games, which made no sense. The magic number was 3. And I didn't understand that either. And it was for all those co-op games that came out. The magic number was 3. So it feels like they either someone leaks information, or everyone gets the memo, or I don't know. But it's hard to call because there's no way that everybody can have an extraction shooter all working at it at the same time. Something's up. But let's move on. EA. Again. EA. I'm motherfucking EA. Let me tell you now. EA. Skate. Yeah. Let's get to it. Skate won't be playable offline. Done. Rest in peace, Skate. It gets worse. And you see, the offer it's offline to offer a massive multiplayer sandbox that's always online and always evolving. You gotta be kidding me. Like, look, this is what happens when you are out of touch with the entire community. There's no way that you can sit here and make an offline game, and it seems like, dude, if you're making an offline game, if you're not making an offline game, you've kind of fucked yourself. On the AAA spectrum I'm talking about. I'm not talking about indie games. There's a lot of indie games, skateboarding games, that are offline. I'm talking about. I'm talking about AAA games that are, that don't have offline. You have what? Tony Hawk? Is that all you have? Tony Hawk? Like, maybe I'm just not up to snuff on skating games. But Tony Hawk, look, dude, just bring back SSX. Why can't we have that? Why can't we have a snowboarding game that's cool? Like, I don't know, man. They just keep making, I don't know who makes these decisions, but they're fucking stupid. Fire them. Out of the cannon into the sun. Fire them. That's how I feel. This is absolutely ridiculous, but it gets worse. More companies, oh my God, let me get to it. More fucking companies decide they want to fuck up. Platinum Games, they want to fuck up too. So let's get to it, all right? It says, Platinum Games is seemingly hiring another online action game. Already, online action game. Okay, all right, whatever. Let's hear the rest of this bullshit, all right? The company's CEO told VGC back in 2022 that the disastrous launch of Babylon's Fall hadn't affected its live service plans. Fucking live service. You didn't learn from it, did you, before? I cannot believe that you're thinking of doing live service. It's just like EA with their massive multiplayer, where they're going to hit you with DLC and microtransactions and all kinds of skins and bullshit. I mean, we see in Marvel Rivals just not too long ago, now they're reporting that they're going to make players pay for colors. Get the fuck out of here with this old bullshit. I don't hear this. It's fucking live service. There's no one here but the fucking live service. Come on, man. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. They haven't learned from history at all. And they're just going to fuck it up even more. Why not? Why not? Let's just fuck it all up. Just fuck all the games up. And I can see why people keep thinking that there's going to be a gaming crash. You keep offering the same old fucking garbage and then you don't go and buy it. That's what it is. I don't understand these people. Why do they think these moves are good? But we have a bigger fucking problem, people. And I'm trying to pull it up right now so we can get to it. So America's Navy. Let's get to it. America's Navy. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. America's Navy. Now, I thought that we had dealt with this already. We had, years ago, dealt with the Army trying to come in and the Navy trying to come in to stream and trying to use video games as a way to recruit people. Well, it seems the Navy is back at doing it, okay? So now Deserto is promoting, and it says it's an ad, so it goes to show you that this is something they were paid to put out, okay? The Navy, a Call of Duty Pro, and America's Navy gamer dropped into the hot zone, and it's a video. I'm not showing the fucking video. Fuck that video. Fuck that pro gamer. And he's in the comments like, hey, it's me. Fuck you. All right? Because you can't sit here and tell me that you're okay with the Navy using this tool, again, to recruit. And here's the sad part. We have people sitting here saying, oh my God, being a gamer and in the Navy? Oh, that's a double nice thing to do. Oh man, I can't wait to see the gameplay. And then you have people saying, hey, we love, propaganda. We love it, just fucking around, sarcasm. And then you also have people who aren't falling for the bullshit saying, I'm not signing up for the Navy just because of this propaganda bullshit. So it goes to show you that this is what we're dealing with. I thought, like I said, again, I thought that we have dealt with this already. I thought we had kicked them out. And, and they shut down their Twitch channel at one point. They shut it down because gamers were irate with them. Now we're seeing this again happening. So you know what it's time to do? It's time to shut them down again. I can't believe that they paid for this fucking ad. Now they're just showing their whole ass. They don't care. They're not even trying to hide it. You've got to... Fuck this. Fuck this. Seriously. But let's move on, all right? Because Call of Duty, I don't know if y'all know, but apparently they put in Seth Rogen in the game, all right, Call of Duty. And I don't know why the fuck anybody would want Seth Rogen in the game. I get it. You put Cheech and Chong in. You put Jay and Silent Bob in. Now you want to put in Seth Rogen. I understand you're doing the whole weed thing. I get it. But here's the thing. Gamers are getting tired of that shit. All right, because look, you can't keep pushing drugs on people. You can't. And I understand it's an M-rated game. I get it. I get that. But you know and I know that kids do play these games. You know that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know that. So it's an M-rated game. We know this. It's the company trying to protect their ass with it. But also what you're doing is fucking a disservice to the community. You are. Who the fuck wants Seth Rogen? Get the fuck out of here. I guess he comes with his laugh too. It's just, no. I'm not doing it. Let's talk about 2K fucking up again. 2K. Now, we always know that when a 2K game comes out, when it comes to wrestling, that they fuck up. All right, we always see the glitch videos and all of a sudden, and they're always good to laugh at. You know what I mean? It's really fucking funny when they do these glitch videos. But In this case, now we have 2K not doing the right thing by getting rid of cheaters. All right, so let's look at it.
There's the bell, and I think we might just be in store for one heck of a one-on-one competition. Oh, yeah, it doesn't get more to the point than this. Just two men fighting for supremacy.
That give the game a patch, but I can't patch this. I can't patch cheaters, huh? This guy name is Acknowledge Me, and look what he's doing.
So as you can see right there, there's a problem. Now, this person who it happened to, the user, they reached out to me on this one and was like, dude, can you talk about this? Because I don't have, I've tried to contact 2K about this issue and no one's listening to me on it, and it's actually cheating. Now, I had to look at this over and over because at first I thought it was just a glitch. You know what I mean? That's what I first thought. But then when you're looking at it over and over, it's definitely cheating. I'm hitting a low blow from that far in the corner. I would have thought would have been a glitch, to get over there to do it. But the bell just rang. Even if you ran over there to do something, it would take longer to get over there. All right, so yeah, it's a cheat. It's clearly a cheat. So I'm wondering, 2K, these people are buying your games because every year we have to hear from fucking 2K, oh, then the media jumps on it and says, oh, this is the greatest wrestling game ever. Every year they say this shit. Every year. All right? It's the best thing we've ever seen since blah, 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 and whatever. That's what they do. That's what they do every year. It's the hype train that they pay for to get you to buy the game, to lure you in. They do it every time. It's the same tactic what EA does. All right, 2K does it with wrestling and basketball. EA does it with football. We've seen this, and in FIFA. All right, or I'm sorry, not FIFA anymore. EA football game or whatever you want to call it. It's not FIFA anymore. I'm calling it fucking FIFA. How about that? So you have to understand that when these people are paying to play your game and have fun, you have to fix this shit. You can't just say, okay, that's it, let it go. No. It's clear that you need day one patches, updated patches, online service, it just, dude, I just don't understand. The online service that needs to be built more. You know that. Especially when they want you to pay X amount of dollars for a wrestler so that you can have them. All right? We know that. 2K's not doing right by their consumer base. They're just not. Whoever likes wrestling games, I'm just letting you know it's a fucking shit show. Okay? Just letting you know that. Let's move on. SNK. SNK. You motherfuckers. Let me pull this up, you fucking clowns, SNK. I can't believe that y'all would do this. SNK. So, as we know, the Saudis, they own SNK now. All right? Saudi Arabia's 96% ownership, they say, SNK says, doesn't affect us in any way. It won't. We're going to keep it Japanese. We're going to keep it live. All right, so players believed in that. And then you fucking lied to them. All right, for those who do not know, in the new Fatal Fury, Ronaldo, who used to be my GOAT, used to be, Ronaldo is in the game. Now, the reason Ronaldo is in the game is because he plays for Al Nassr, which is owned by the Saudis. Okay? Just to let you know that. But that's what we're coming to. Now, it's kind of, dare I say, ironic that if y'all don't know, I'm going to put it up right now on the screen. Ronaldo, as you can see, his winning message says about how, you have the, this instinct of like predators do, and you'd be a good fighter, and I'm thinking to myself, predators, he's got a fucking nerve. I don't know if SNK checked or not with this when they made this quote, but predators, that's what Ronaldo is. For those who don't remember, all right, or those who don't know, Ronaldo is a rapist. That's right, and I'm going to say it's not alleged, he's a rapist. All right, that's it. Used to be my goat. Used to be. For those who don't know, he raped a woman back in the day, and he paid, and I'm going to put the screen up for you, he paid hush money to her. That's right, hush money. So that she would stay quiet about the rape. Now, here's the problem with that, all right? Because people say, well, he was, he didn't get in trouble for it. They shot that down. No. If you're paying hush money to someone You obviously did some shit. He did it. He did it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. All right? But here's the thing. She got greedy. Afterwards, and this is where he got off. All right, more than once, I should say. Yeah, all right, more than once got off. Anyways, if you got it. Was it? Anyways, she wanted more money. She tried to extort him for more money. You know what I mean? Because what he paid her wasn't enough, apparently. So she tried to extort him for money, and the court struck it down. And let's not talk about his tax issues. We're not going to talk about his tax issues. Nah, that's a whole different ball game. All right, but let's move on. Shall we move on to this fucking clown? I don't understand Salvador Ganacci. I don't get it. All right, I don't see what the big deal is with him being a DJ. He's a Swedish DJ who knows the Saudis. He's worked with them on so many things. Okay, and he's part of this whole game. All right, so I don't know why they put the guest spots in there. I think it's stupid, but we know why. All right, we know exactly because they have ties to the Saudis. That's simple. They put them in the game because of that. All right, you gotta be kidding me. That could have been 2 slots for some other fighters that was known for the game. You know, that was known for the series, I should say. All right, so it goes to show you that this is what they're doing. So for SNK to say that it's not affecting them in any way, they're fucking lying. But there's more. Oh, there's more. Oh yeah, there's more. So as I said, we know that Ganacci, and I'm going to pull this up, all right, because it's something that really needs to be said. All right, it says, through its nonprofit organization, the Misk Foundation, founded by the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Now, mind you, that's the guy who had the journalist killed. He put out the order. I will put it up for you as well. Okay, so it says Saudi Arabia now owns 90%, 6% of SNK. Ronaldo plays for the pro Saudi soccer team owned by the Saudi royal family. Ganacci has performed at Saudi sporting events. Now, with that said, because as you can see, I'm pulling up truth. This is not anything that's fake. All right, I'm pulling it up for you. So I will get to it in a minute. Ganacci, as we know, was at WrestleMania. We know this. All right, doing this little stupid DJ gig that nobody cared about. And as you can see, they're promoting Fatal Fury. All right, now there's more. All right, you have to understand that this is a web of entertainment and deceit due to the fact that the Saudis now have been with their partnerships with WWE and TKO, which means boxing, which we've seen already, and I'll probably show you more of that. With boxing, they're big on. They're big on video games, UFC, and the WWE. They're cornering the market in partnerships and understanding that these people are bad people. As you can see, they're shaking hands with Dana White and the WWE and the Triple H and all this, or should we call them Triple K at this point? You have to understand that this is something that is going to happen. You have to take care of this before it gets worse. And I'm saying this as a community. You have to call them on their bullshit. All right, now some gamers are very disappointed in the fact that these characters are in the game. They're very disappointed in the fact, also I've seen on Twitter, that they're speaking up and they're saying, hey, look, the Saudis, this is a problem because of their Human Rights Act. We're going to talk about this in a minute, all right, because this needs to be said. But like I said, WrestleMania, it's all over the mat. They had it all over the screens. And fucking Justin Wong, this fucking idiot. Again, he's an idiot. Just because you're a good gamer doesn't mean you're a smart person, okay? He comes out and says, oh, look at the scene. It's so great. It looks so amazing. I can't believe Fatal Fury, a fighting game, has come this far. The fighting game community should be proud. No. And I went right after his ass and let him know exactly what the problem was with this. And you know what he did? He got quiet. Got quiet. Yeah. So it goes to show you that these people that you praise as gods in gaming have no brains. And I'm going to show you again also, okay? But, let's move on, okay? Because it goes to show you, I said, in boxing, they're promoting Fatal Fury. As you can see, it's Ring Magazine. The reason Ring Magazine in boxing is promoting Fatal Fury is because the Saudis own the Ring Magazine. So it goes to show you, anything you see with like Rider season on it, that's the Saudis. Just to let you know. So they're cornering everything with their blood money. And it's tainted SNK. And I hate to say that because I love SNK, I love King of Fighters, I love Fatal Fury. I think that Terry Bogard is the best fighting game character ever. That's me. That's how much I love Fatal Fury. But I will not play this game. Fuck this game. Because the Saudis have their hands in it. And it's not like, again, it would have been different. I would just sit here and say that, oh, well, the Saudis, they're just funding it, and I have a problem with that. But it's also the fact that they're putting in their personal people now, their personal picks. And that's a problem. And this, let me tell you, this promotion and that's what I want to call it, promotion, has gotten way too far. Because like I said, you see it at WrestleMania, you see it in Ring Magazine, you see it for boxing, and now they did a thing where if you pre-order Fatal Fury, you can play KSI in a game. Now, I want to pull that up because KSI, for what we heard, got his ass whooped by a little kid. That's right, got his ass whooped. But it gets worse. Then they bring in I Show Speed to play KSI to promote the game. So it goes to show you that what they're doing is they're trying to change their image when it comes to entertainment to mask the point of their human rights acts that they're having problems with. Now, I'm going to pull this up for you so you see it. The human rights concerns for this is that the murder highlights serious human rights concerns, including freedom of expression, the right to life, and the rule of law. Lack of accountability. Despite the U.S. intelligence report suggesting Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman approved of the operation, all right? He approved of the killing, all right? He has faced no meaningful accountability. What does that tell you? When you a big time guy, when you a big shot, you got money, it don't matter. That's what it means. But there's more, all right? So, we know that the Saudis are doing some things that aren't right. We know this. So, let's get to it. And pull this up. About the Saudi Arabia image, all right? But Saudi Arabia's image remains deeply polarizing. The company faces global criticism for its human rights record, including the assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, all right? So it says, which the CIA in 2021 determined was ordered by Mohammed bin Salman. Also, inside of the kingdom, same-sex relationships are punishable by law. Now, I want to stop right there because they're punishable by law. Do you know what the law is? I'm going to pull it up for you. It's punishable by law. Under Saudi law, homosexuality is an offense potentially punishable by death. By death. So punishable by law. What's the law? Death. These are the people you're promoting when you're going into this and buying Fatal Fury. Or SNK products in general. Or the boxing stuff. Or the WWE stuff. It goes to show you that they're cornering the market of entertainment and is testing your morals at this point, whether it's worth it or not. But you know right now, because I'm giving you the proof, that they're killing people. It says, but human rights groups say it's hard to determine the extent of which authorities enforce it. So we know how to kill you. We know what's happening. We know. It just goes to show you that this gets worse. And like I said, the promotion of everything. Now, I will say this. Y'all have to understand. Max. I told you, just because you love these fighting game dudes, doesn't mean that they're smart. So Ganachi contacts Max and says, hey man, hey dude, I like your videos. You know what I mean? I like your videos. And he's all, oh my God, did this just happen? Oh my God, did he just do it? And he's like, yeah, let me know your size and get you a tracksuit. Oh my God, he's trying to be my friend in all this. I've never seen so many people in the FGC get starstruck. I've never. For some reason, they don't look at them as just regular people. Because that's how I see it. They're regular people. They have not impacted my life any. It doesn't matter. And if they did impact my life any, I'm not going to act like a squealing little girl. Oh my God, he said something. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because they're still people at the end of the day. And of course, as you can see here, the art, the fan art started rolling in. Max, do you understand who you're aligning with right now? Do you understand? Oh, he said hi to me. Oh my God, I can't believe he did it. You understand that he's part of a group that kills people for the same sex. You understand that? Kills homosexuals, kills lesbians, kills whoever. Because it's same sex. That guy's linked to it because he knows the Saudi family. And now you're linked to that guy. Because you're starstruck. You understand that? You understand how it trickles down, right? Do you understand how everybody can be linked if you don't do your research first? Jesus Christ. Just, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. It really is. I don't understand it. I don't know. But there's more. I pulled it up already, as you can see on the screen. Fatal Fury's not doing too well when it comes to their people online. Now, of course, this is Steam. I don't want people coming out and saying, like I've already seen, and saying, oh, you're cherry picking. No. Understand that most fighting games are done on console. I get it. There's also crossplay. I get it. On Steam, it's not doing well. And what did I see from the FGC as soon as the person that I got that image from? You want to know what they did? They went after him. Stop being a pussy then. Stop doing this. Stop playing the game. Don't talk bad about Fatal Fury. You know, and these are OGs that came out and said it. You know what I mean? We finally got a good fighting game that doesn't hold your hand. I agree with that. I've seen the footage. It doesn't hold your hand. But you have to understand that people are not feeling as though they're doing well. And just because they have that opinion that they're not doing well doesn't mean you jump all over them, especially in a pack like that. This is what I mean about the FGC. This is what they do. They don't stand up for anything that's really good, but as soon as you talk about their fucking game, look, they're all for you. They're going to come after you. They're going to bring the army to you. Now, this is what you should have said to the OGs afterwards, all right? This is what should have been said. Oh, well, fuck you. You don't like that game? We finally got a game, and you're a pussy and all this. So, what about that child predator stuff? Y'all got all this mouth, y'all got all this heart, y'all got all this anger to come after this guy and jump on him all over it, but you're quiet when it comes to the real shit. Still waiting for that. Still waiting for those people to be caught. Guess you don't have the heart, huh? It goes to show you that priorities are fucked up. All right? And as far as I'm concerned, this is just a clusterfuck of what the fuck. I just don't understand it. But there's more. Oh yeah, there's more. All right, for those who don't know, even though Fatal Fury is out and they're trying to fix the game because it's having a lot of problems, so they're doing patches. However, one person already broke the fucking game. Was to show you, man, this is infinite. Look, man, they broke the game. As you can see, they're not even breaking a sweat doing it either. So, it's ridiculous. But the biggest thing I have a problem with, and I haven't talked about it yet, all right? I'm going to stop SNK for a minute. We're going to talk about Marathon. I told you I'd show you the footage. This is an extraction shooter, which is not going to do well. You want to know why? Because they have auto assist. That's right. They put the game in, and it's in the game. You can do it by default, where it's auto aiming on its own. You don't have to do anything. It does it for you. It's a bot. So let's show the footage on that too.
Reinforcements incoming.
War machine coming through.
Dude. No, really though? Like... Oh my god! Like, holy
DOA. As far as I'm concerned, DOA. I'm trying to figure out what's the point of playing the game if all you're going to do is use a bot. I'm trying to figure that out. Bot on bot. You're just sitting there watching. I don't understand. I'm sure there's some people who want to play, but going against bots is just not it. You know what I mean? Auto assist and all that, because that's pretty much what it is. It's doing all the work for you. So, what's the point of the game? It already looks outdated. It doesn't bring anything innovative to the genre. Of course, an extraction shooter. Yeah. But, what's the point? What's the point? And you've added this bot and you added this in your default? Dude, what's wrong with you? In your options? What are these companies thinking? I don't know. I just, and of course, you know, people are going to try to make it an esport. You know that. So you're not going to know if someone's cheating or not. But I guess they're going to say, well, you have to be playing, you know, in order to reach a certain plateau of esport. You have to be playing. You have to show that you're playing. I put it like this. If you put that in the game, you're promoting it. That's what you're doing. All right? So you can sit here and say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. Guess what? They wouldn't have a choice if you didn't put it in the game. They would have to play. Just terrible. Terrible. That's the gaming news for today. Or this week. I can't take a break because of all the bullshit that's going on. I tried for like a week and then all of a sudden all piled up. Anyways, that's your news. Gamers, go out there and play like champions today. All right? I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. I'm out.